Ataya Titukun, who, like Lydia, was a teenage #1 in the world. And this was a shot we saw earlier, Karen, at the 15th from Lydia.
Yeah, absolutely on that downhill, getting the iron shot in there. But, you know, Lydia, ball striking has not been her forte this year. She's been working hard on her golf swing, and it takes a while to really sink in. And right now,
Pernilla Lindberg. She could do with a good week. This is Christina Kim at the 16th.
Just left it hanging out there to the right. I think she was trying to have a little bit of a draw in there to that flag, but only has the one tier to come up from where she's putting from, but still tricky. When it's playing its full length, this hole, you're very happy to be walking off of here with a par. From 190 yards, you're looking at, for most players, that's a 4-iron or more. The closer to 80 you can get, the better off you are, but anything over 100, not where you want to be.
For so many years on the PGA Tour, 125 has always been that number. On the LPGA Tour, it's number 100.
Yep.
The difference between 100 and 101st. This is a par attempt for Jarena Mendoza. Not playing much anymore on the LPGA Tour. Okay.
Busy being a mum.
She is.
Yep.
Hoping you can get what you can get, huh? First hole of the day for Ryan O'Toole, the 10th.
Normally just a little wedge shot into this hole. You can see a little bit of breeze into the players right there, so. This green's rolling at about 12 on the stimp, and whoa.
How about that, Christina Kim? And look at how she entered the week, 163 in the race to the CME Globe, and tournament off to a good start for birdie at 10. Might see this hole moved up, make it drivable perhaps on Sunday, Karen. What do you think?
That's what we're hearing. I think it'll make it quite interesting. It's pretty. There's a couple of bunkers there that come into play.
Bianca Pagdananen, second hole of the day.
She's got a little bit of work to do as well. That will help. There has to be just a little missing piece of information going on with her because she's so talented.
After that power lip out, Alexa Pano for bogey. Oh no, two lips. To the 18th and the second for Hannah Green.
482 yards. Today, 488 on the card. She'll have an eagle putt.
At the 10th hole, Se-Young Kim.
Does play a little bit uphill. You can see
Yeoju Kim just a moment ago at 18. Third shot. Why not? Yes.
She's a sneaky player, isn't she? Like she's there or thereabouts. This is scoring goes pretty deep here in the first round.
It's a 3-putt par.
So hard to maintain that level of play throughout the course of your entire career. You're inevitably going to have some peaks and some troughs, and she's too good of a player to stay in that little trough for too long. That's an aggressive player. He's going to come back towards the hole. The hole is located in a really tiny little area on that back left portion of the green, so to get it anywhere near is a really great golf shot.
Knows that Solheim Cup pressure, made a huge putt in Germany to help the U.S. its greatest Sunday rally. Jarena Mendoza. This was at the 13th.
13th is not an easy hole either.
We saw Lydia shorten right of the green in 2 at the 18th. Pitch to this point. This for a share of the lead.
There you go. That's Lydia that we know.
That is the Lydia.
And there you go. And they were chipping in like everything was going.
Karen, you remember your very first LPGA start? This is what it is for Miriam Iora.
It's very nerve-wracking because you can't believe that you're teeing it up with the people that you've been watching on TV all these years. And all of a sudden you're there in the locker room with them and on the driving range.
She's a senior at Arkansas.
Just a good solid wedge for her. And this is out to the right just a smidge.
Back to the 10th, Lexi.
That's 116 away. Good looking shot.
At the 11th, Sei Young.
Some people were questioning that, Grant, whether that was the right move or not. But
they've always had foursomes second.
Yep.
They said they like to, historically, they like to end on foursomes because it's their best. They want to go in with a head of steam into the next day. There's Leona Maguire here at the 10th.
Yeah, putt should move to her left. These were not a problem in Spain, and it traveled.
Got the first point on the board for the Europeans on Sunday against Rose. Over at the 18th, Pernilla Lindberg for Eagle.
Big swing right now. What a putt.
Oh. That'll be a 2-putt birdie to get within 1. And her exemption for winning the Chevron Championship back in 2018 is ending, and so she needs a good finish to the season.
Absolutely. It allows her to find her rhythm and her timing.
There was no rhythm on that stroke.
Well, you see a 6-way tie at the top.
In her there with that, with the
You might.
with the soft hands. From those bunker
Christina
shots.
Kim finishing up.
It kind of has been a little inconsistent, the wind. Oh, this is on a good line. It looks just a little left.
Yeah, nicely done.
Absolutely. She has a good time when she plays, too.
Yeah.
Now, this is drawing towards the flag.
Nicely below the hole. She's going to putt up at it.
29th in sand save percentage, still very good. You got about 180 players being ranked there.
That's very good.
She's very solid around those greens, and we saw that in action. But part of that is with this club right here with the putter. I mean, she's so solid.
Scoot ahead 1 to the 12th, and this always awkward par 4 where you can be in the fairway and sometimes blocked out. Cheyenne Knight.
She made that work, though. It looked like there might have been a bit of tree trouble, but little gap there to get that club, that shot through trajectory-wise.
Same story for Pauline Delacour, looking for a breakthrough victory. She's showing signs of it. This is at 13.
Ooh. Great birdie on a really tough hole.
She is tied for the lead at 6 under par. This was a moment ago. Cheyenne Knight at 12. Playing with Stacy this week. Played for Stacy last week. Called Stacy her idol.
I've seen her distance control be very spot on at times. this is a good-looking shot. Might need to sit. Just, yep, there you go. Lexi with a wedge.
Whoa.
She had the best ball striking week of her season last week.
Yep.
Boy, she was not good with this distance. Well, it's improved.
She was pretty good in the press room, though, Tripp, that week.
She was indeed. The key will be the rhythm of her stroke. That was good rhythm.
Lexi, you see outside the top 100.
Oh, this is a really good looking shot if it's the number.
Really good looking swing too, Tripp. Like controlled.
Indeed.
3/4. I really like that.
That's what she's trying to do. It's hanging just a bit, but still going to be good.
This is the par 3 15th, and Ryan O'Toole for birdie. All right.
Unexpected birdie from a long ways away.
Makeable still.
I think that was just the backswing was just a little too short for that length of putt. She looked like she tried to get more out of it as the putter came through, but need a little bit more backswing on that to get that distance.
All right.
Not feeling free to let that driver go.
Now this is nice and high. Needs to get down just a hair. Should spin. No, it doesn't.
Cheyenne Knight at 15.
She was trying to control that one just a little bit, lower trajectory, and nicely played.
Stacey's very intimately involved with the athletics program there in Fayetteville. Sasso for birdie at 14.
Well, this is one where tentative can help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You noted it, Tripp. She had left a couple of birdie putts a little shy. Not that one. The player who partnered with Cheyenne Knight to win the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational in Midland, Michigan, Elizabeth Sokol. It was her first LPGA title. Here is her partner from the Dow, Cheyenne Knight at 15.
It's quite funny that she noted that they wearing the same colors today.
And as Karen alluded, good news uphill. The other good news is she got to see what it does going by the hole, so no mystery as to the break.
No, it was a good looking stroke there too.
Leads the way, all from players in the morning wave. 3 under is the low round by anyone this afternoon. This is Jody Ewart Shadoff at the 16th. Oh, we've seen 2 from, goodness, outside.
Yeah, this looks good.
Dialed in that distance nicely, and like I said, maybe that putt was just that little spark. I think that Lexi is a player that gets a lot of confidence from her driver as well, and how well she hits that driver. It's if you hit the ball a long way and you're normally hitting the wedge in there and all of a sudden you're not, and you've got a 8-iron in your hand, the green does look a lot smaller.
Now, Shadoff. Leona at 15.
When it comes to putting particularly.
16, Cheyenne Knight. Just kind of walking after it casually.
And then it kind of waned, so yeah, that stroke was definitely a little perky, but
yeah,
the roll ended up just fine. Yeah, let's see if we can keep some momentum rolling here. Beautiful tee shot, and
while we have a moment, back to Amy Rogers. The lid is taken off. Linnea Johansson is thinking go low this week at number 166 in the race to the CME Globe. This is at 15, and the Swede with a dart.
I mean, this 174, and this one's just a little left. Yeah, it's going to be all right. Should leave a putt.
Yes, exactly. Yes. She knows her strengths.
9th hole of the day for Frances Perrine Delacour. This is her 3rd at the par 5. Is she going to have a 4th? Barely.
Wind's starting to pick up a good bit now. Out of the right and helping. Well, this is at it. Right at it.
All right.
Anyone better with hybrids?
No.
Or fairway metals than Leona?
But
and then won the next week in Scotland. Delacour. Good look at birdie, goes begging. Good year for Perrine, though, inside the top 60 in the race to the CME Globe. 9 holes left today. The year she is going to play next week in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And she said no event means more to her than the Solheim Cup, and it showed.
And I think for my money, as she makes another one, on a roll now.
That's how you play,
guys.
Yeah.
It's just all about playing.
I think, I mean, even down to where Lexi was placed in the singles.
Up at 18, Jody Ewart-Shadoff with her 3rd at the par 5.
Well, this would be a green that she could hit into, so I suspect that the tee shot was missing the fairway and had to lay up, but didn't matter, almost dunked it.
This is just left of it,
Nice. It's one of the nicest shots we've seen in there.
The best round of the afternoon belongs to China's Xiao Wen Yin, who also is trying to make a late season push, the rookie. And as we said, since before she was a teenager, played in the U.S. Women's Open at age 12. Well, Jody came close to an eagle and then close to a birdie at 18. Settle for a par.
And another tentative one. She's just got to get more aggressive on these greens.
Give herself other opportunities as well.
No problem
nice.
There. No.
Really nice. 14
really
was
good.
Another one where she made a comebacker of.
I can't wrap my head around that, actually.
This is Kira Rihijärvi. The 15th, a moment ago. Rookie from Finland. Xiao Wen Yin. She goes by Amy, her English name.
She tried to help that putt a little bit. You see that? There was realized that it wasn't, yeah.
Last second, right?
Yeah, last minute.
Almost subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lexi can hit that fade that Karen was talking about. This is a poor shot right here. Way to the right.
Just looked a little quicker with the tempo on that one, but still have an eagle putt.
Now this will move to her left the whole way, just outside the hole. A good looking putt.
Just, I mean, a great looking stroke.
She's rolled them
The
in.
rhythm of the stroke has definitely looked good.
Yeah.
For birdies, yes, 4 of them, but also the par saves at 14 and 17, maybe just as important.